What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am back to do my Week 4 NFL predictions. Now, Week 3 just ended tonight on Monday Night Football with the Chicago Bears defeating the Washington Redskins. So Week 3 is in the book, and we're now into Week 4 of the NFL season. So I'm very excited to do my Week 4 predictions for you guys this evening, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into Week 4 after a pretty good Week 3, we went 10-6. So we're starting to heat up right now in NFL predictions, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 3-week winning streak. Hopefully in this video we make it number 4. Hopefully. Now, this is the third video in a combined 6 video day on the channel today and this week, guys. So, hopefully you guys will be able to watch all of these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, commenting your picks, your opinions, and representing your NFL teams in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video, boy, you picked to go in if you're a huge fan of the NFL like myself, and you're ready for Week 4 of the NFL season. Welcome to the Dangerous Lions. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just 2. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these Week 4 NFL predictions. Starting off with the buys first. Now, if you do have a fantasy football team on Yahoo Sports, ESPN, or NFL.com, and you have players that have buys, make sure you have suitable replacements. Now, the 2 teams that are on bye this week in Week 4 are the New York Jets, which they desperately need, and the San Francisco 49ers. So if you have any Jets players, Jets defense, Jets kickers, or Niners players, kickers, or defenders, make sure you have suitable replacements for your fantasy football matchup. So let's start off on Thursday Night Football with the Philadelphia Eagles heading to Lambeau to face the Green Bay Packers. Now, the Eagles are coming off their loss to the Detroit Lions on Sunday. They're coming in 1-2, and they're looking to rebound and bounce back here on Thursday night. The other side of the Green Bay Packers coming in after their win over the Denver Broncos. They're coming in undefeated, and they're looking to get a big win at home on Thursday night. So coming from me in this Thursday night matchup, just seems like Carson Wentz is just not out of his funk yet, and Philly needs to get something quick. Coming from me, I have to go with the discount double check of Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to get it done at home and remain undefeated and defeat the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday Night Football. And now the Sunday slate, which starts at 10 a.m. here on the West Coast, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, starting off with the Tennessee Titans heading to the Georgia Dome to face the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons. Now, both teams are coming off losses in Week 3. Both teams are coming in at 1-2, and both teams are looking to rebound and bounce back here. So coming from me in this matchup, Tennessee did not look good against Jacksonville on Thursday night, and Atlanta is not even looking like a team to be even watchable or a threat at all in the NFC. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons to rebound and bounce back at home and defeat the Tennessee Titans in a close one. And now the next matchup. It is an NFC East rivalry showdown between the Washington Redskins heading to Gotham to face the New York Giants. Now, the Redskins are coming off their loss tonight on Monday Night Football over the Chicago Bears. They're coming in winless, and they're looking to get their first win of the season against an NFC East opponent. Rival. The other side, you have the New York Giants coming off their big victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I guess that thing I did last week worked against Mike Post. So sorry, Mike, it didn't work out this time. And we got to see Daniel Jones quarterback the Giants in this game, and he did pretty damn good. 4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 2 in the air, and it looks like the Giants have their new quarterback in charge in Daniel Jones, and the Giants are looking to get back to 500 and get a big victory over their NFC East rivals at home. So coming from me in this NFC East rivalry showdown, I got to go with Daniel Jones, and hopefully they'll have Saquon Barkley back. He did get hurt in that game on Sunday, and the New York Giants to get a big win at home and defeat the winless Redskins. And now the next matchup. It is the Los Angeles Chargers heading to Miami to face the winless Miami Dolphins. Now, both teams are coming off losses in Week 3. The Chargers losing to Houston. They're coming in 1-2. And the Miami Dolphins losing to Dallas on Sunday, coming in winless at 0-3. Both teams are looking to rebound and bounce back here. So coming from me in this matchup, I don't know what the Chargers are doing this season, but it is not working. And especially in Miami. I mean, 3 straight losses. Dolphins are sunk this season in the AFC East. They're not going to even be a threat at all. So coming from me, Josh Rosen versus Phillip Rivers. I think you already know the choice. I'm taking Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers to rebound and bounce back on the road and defeat the winless Miami Dolphins. And now the next matchup. It is the Oakland Raiders heading to Lucas Oil Stadium to face the Indianapolis Colts. Now the Raiders are coming off their loss to the Vikings on Sunday. They're coming in 1-2 and they're looking to rebound and bounce back here on the road. The other side of the Indianapolis Colts coming off their big victory over the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday, and they're looking to get another big win at home. So coming from me in this matchup, ooh, man, Derek Carr versus Jacoby Brissett. This should be a really, really good one. But coming from me, I'm going to go with Jacoby Brissett, T.Y. Hilton, Marlon Mack, and the Indianapolis Colts to get another big win at home and defeat the Oakland Raiders in a close one. And now the next matchup is the Carolina Panthers heading to Houston to face the Houston Texans. Now, both teams are coming off victories in Week 3. Carolina's coming off their first victory of the season over the Arizona Cardinals, and we got to see Cam Newton's backup quarterback, and he did one hell of a job. I don't know his name, but I know he played at Houston. And if I was Carolina, I would stick with him for the rest of the season. Cam Newton is not excelling to what he should be doing in Carolina. I really hope he moves on and goes to another team to actually be shine better there. But Carolina's looking to get back-to-back wins, and they're looking to get a big win on the road. The other side, you have the Houston Texans coming off their big victory over the Los Angeles Chargers. Deshaun Watson had a big-time game, and Houston's looking to get another big win here at home. So coming from me in this matchup, ooh, man, if Carolina can get that kind of burst of energy against Houston in this game can be really close. But coming from me, I have to go with Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans to get it done at home and defeat the Carolina Panthers in a close one. And now the next matchup. It is the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs heading to Ford Field to face the undefeated Detroit Lions. Now, both teams are coming off wins in Week 3. Kansas City's coming off their big win over Baltimore on Sunday, and Detroit's coming off their second big upset of the season, defeating the Philadelphia Eagles. And both teams are looking not to lose. So coming from me in this battle of the undefeateds, oh man, Patrick Mahomes is like playing Madden 20 every game. He's got like 2 or 3 plus touchdowns, and I don't know if anybody can stop the Chiefs this season other than us. And looking at Detroit, who would have thought the Detroit Lions would be undefeeted coming into Week 4? And they've already knocked off the Eagles, and they knocked off the Chargers, and they're looking to knock off another perennial top team in the AFC and the Chiefs, but do it at home. So coming from me, Matthew Stafford versus Patrick Mahomes. This one's going to be good, but coming from me, it's hard for me to pick against Kansas City, especially in the regular season. So I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs to get it done on the road and remain undefeated and defeat the Detroit Lions in a shootout. And now the next matchup. It is an AFC North rivalry showdown between the Cleveland Browns heading to Baltimore to face the Baltimore Ravens. Now, both teams are coming off tough losses in Week 3. Cleveland is coming off their loss to the Los Angeles Rams at home on Sunday night, losing by, I think it was 7 points, and they're coming in 1-2, and they're looking to rebound and bounce back here against an AFC North rival. The other side, you have the Baltimore Ravens coming off their loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar Jackson did not have his best game, but it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're always hard to play in the regular season, and Baltimore is looking to rebound and bounce back at home. So coming from me in this matchup, this one could be really good. Lamar Jackson versus Baker Mayfield. This one could be really good. But coming from me, I got to go with Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens to rebound and bounce back and defeat the Cleveland Browns in a really close shootout. And now the next matchup. It is an AFC East rivalry showdown between my undefeated New England Patriots heading to Orchard Park to face the Buffalo Bills. Now, both teams are coming off victories in Week 3. My Patriots coming off a big victory over the New York Jets. What else is new? And the Bills are coming off their victory over the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, whoever wins this game will be the top team in the AFC East. So, if Buffalo wants to be a threat to us, they're going to have to beat us in their home field and take the AFC East away from us from our cold, dead hands. Now, we do know the history. We do know these two know each other very well. These two always keep it close. And with the latest cut of Antonio Brown from the Patriots because of the legal allegations, I totally understand that. But at least he had a touchdown from Tom Brady. And we got a lot of players on our squad like Dorsett, like Gordon, like Edelman that can fill that spot. But I do want to thank Antonio Brown for his service for just the one game against Miami. And wherever he goes, got to do what you got to do. And my Patriots are looking to get it done here and be the top dog in the AFC East. So coming from me in this AFC East rivalry showdown, Josh Allen versus Tom Brady. Need I say more? I'm going to take Tom Brady and my New England Patriots to get it done on the road and stand atop of the AFC East and defeat the Buffalo Bills in a very close one. And now the next matchup, it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to the Coliseum to face the undefeated Los Angeles Rams. Now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming off their heartbreaking loss to the New York Giants on Sunday, and we got to see quite possibly Jameis Winston's best game on Sunday, and he fell short once again, and Tampa Bay is looking to rebound and bounce back on the road. The other side of the Rams coming off their big victory tonight on Sunday night over the Cleveland Browns. They're coming in undefeated, and they're looking to continue the winning ways at home. So coming from me in this matchup, I picked against Tampa Bay last week per a special request, but this time I'm just going to pick against them without any special requests needed. So I'm going to take Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, and the Los Angeles Rams to get it done at home and defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now the next matchup. It is an NFC West rivalry showdown, and it is a battle of the birds between my Seattle Seahawks heading to Glendale to face the Arizona Cardinals. Now, both teams are coming off losses in Week 3. My Hawks are coming off a loss at home to the New Orleans Saints. We're coming in at 2-1, and Arizona's coming off their heartbreaking loss to Carolina on Sunday, coming in at 0-2-1. So both teams are looking to rebound and bounce back in the NFC West. So, coming from me in this battle of the birds showdown in the NFC West, ooh, man. Russell Wilson versus Kyler Murray. This one's going to be real good. David Johnson versus Chris Carson. I'm just going to say this right now about Chris C-Dub. Hold on to the ball with two hands, not just one. That's been his Achilles heel this whole Seahawks season, that he can't hold the ball with two hands, and he continues to fumble the ball. So if I was Seattle, make sure he holds the ball with two hands. But coming from me in this matchup, as much as I love Kyler Murray because he played at Oklahoma, I have to go with my Seattle Seahawks to rebound and bounce back on the road and defeat the Arizona Cardinals in a shootout. And now the next matchup. It is an NFC North rivalry showdown between the Minnesota Vikings heading to Soldier Field to face the Chicago Bears. Now, both teams are coming off big victories in Week 3. Minnesota's coming off a big victory over Oakland on Sunday. They're coming in at 2-1. And the Bears are coming off their victory tonight on Monday Night Football over the Redskins. They're also coming in at 2-1. So whoever wins this will be one of the legit threats to win the NFC North. And who would have thought the Packers would be in the top spot in the NFC North when everybody wrote them off, and now they're on top. So both of these teams are looking to keep pace with the Packers and quite possibly overthrow the Packers in the NFC North. So coming from me in this NFC North rivalry showdown, ooh boy, Kirk Cousins versus Mitchell Trubisky, Dalvin Cook against that Bears defense. This one's going to be really good. But coming from me, I have to go with Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings to get a big win on the road and defeat the Chicago Bears in a close one. And now the next matchup, it is the Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Mile High to face the Denver Broncos. Now, both teams are coming out very different Week 3s. Jacksonville's coming off their big win at home over the Tennessee Titans on Thursday Night Football. They're coming in at 1-2. And Denver's coming off their loss to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday, coming in winless at 0-3. So, coming from me in this matchup, who would have thought Gardner Minshew II would have that kind of game on Thursday against the Titans? That's pretty damn impressive. And the Broncos, well, the Broncos are the Broncos. They're just not a good team this season. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Gardner Minshew II and the Jacksonville Jaguars to get it done on the road and defeat the winless Denver Broncos. And now the Sunday night matchup, pitting the undefeated Dallas Cowboys heading to the Superdome to face the New Orleans Saints. Now, both teams are coming off big victories in Week 3. Dallas is coming off a victory over the Miami Dolphins. It's like everybody beats the Dolphins this week. And they're coming in undefeated at 3-0. And the Saints are coming off their big road victory over my Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, coming in at 2-1. So coming from me in this matchup on Sunday Night Football, Dak Prescott versus Teddy Bridgewater. And Teddy Bridgewater had a pretty damn good game against my Seahawks. I didn't expect him to have that kind of game. And it really shows that, hey, Teddy Bridgewater is a starter for any team. And if he's starting for the Saints until Drew Brees comes back, the Saints team can still be a dangerous foe in the NFC. But coming from me, I can't go against Dak and Zeke. I mean, if it was Dak versus Drew Brees, I would go Saints all the way. But coming from me, I have to go with Dak, Zeke, and the Dallas Cowboys to get it done on the road and remain undefeated and defeat the New Orleans Saints in a very close battle on Sunday Night Football. And now the Monday night matchup, pitting the two AFC North rivals. The Cincinnati Bengals heading to Heinz Field to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, both teams are coming off heartbreaking losses in Week 3. Both teams are coming in 0-3. Who would have thought? Both these teams on Monday Night Football are 0-3, and both teams are looking to get their first win of the season on prime time on Monday. Now, the biggest story coming in is what is happening in Pittsburgh. I mean, they had the game against the 49ers. They had that game. They had, I think it was 6 turnovers or 4 or 6 turnovers, and they only managed to get just 6 points. You cannot you cannot have a football team that has 6 turnovers and not win. And I'm just going to say this right now. If Pittsburgh cannot beat the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday night, you won't be seeing me pick Pittsburgh for a while on the channel, even if they're favored against a winless team. Pittsburgh is just in they're in the doghouse for everything that has happened. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger getting hurt, AB and Le'Veon Bell leaving, and I'm just telling you right now, if Pittsburgh loses this game, Mike Tomlin and that offensive coordinator better get the fuck out of Pittsburgh, because that fan base wants to win. They don't want to continue to lose. And if they continue to lose, I don't know how this fan base is going to handle it. I mean, they've never been this bad. Same thing with Cincinnati, but Cincinnati's always been bad. I mean, the Marvin Lewis era just proves it. And Cincinnati's looking to continue the misery for the Steelers, and they're trying to do it at home. So coming from me in this AFC North rivalry showdown on Monday Night Football, Steelers, you're on notice here. If you win, I'll continue the pick for you. But if you lose, you won't be picked on this channel for a while. So coming from me, per this thread, I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers to rebound and bounce back at home and get their first victory of the season and defeat the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday Night Football. Pittsburgh, you have been warned. And those are my Week 4 NFL predictions. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below, who do you have winning all these matchups in Week 4? Do you see any upsets happen? And as always, represent your NFL teams in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course, reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching these 3 big videos I put up on the channel today, guys. Thank you guys so very much. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with friends, of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. I will see you guys all next week for my New Japan Pro Wrestling's Fighting Spirit Unleashed Boston, New York, and Philly 2019 predictions. Have a great evening, guys, and peace.